Retrograde brain automation. In the last video, we've summarized the malfunction of genes and how to overcome them. In this video, we're going to talk about how to optimize the brain. We use and automate it. You want to have 100 billion? You want to automate your brain? The author hurries the first sentence in this chapter. If you have these options, you should watch this video and judge which one you choose. Brain optimization refers to building brain muscles by reading books or writing. Once the brain completes its optimization, it naturally develops throughout its life. And this is called brain automation. Once humans have optimized their brains, they can get ahead of them for a lifetime. I didn't live very hard from the moment I optimized my brain. Knowledge has been accumulated just by experiencing the world. Brain automation is a state in which brain rotation and knowledge improve. Even if you stay still, the optimized brain is upgraded day by day and becomes more powerful as you age. Furthermore, optimizing your brain can lead to automatic returns that automatically earn money without doing anything. Scientists in the past believed that intelligence was fixed. But with the advent of neuroplasticity theory, it has been proven that the human brain creates new neurons as it uses them. Dr. Norman Doidge's miracle-killing brain has a lot of these cases. In other words, the more you use it, the better it gets. And the brain has this snowballing property. Just like we get interest from banks at compound interest. Let's say that with the original knowledge of 100, if you read one book a month, you'll get just one of your knowledge growth. Assuming that you read 12 books a year like that, what will the amount of knowledge be in 10 years? Surprisingly, it's 330, or 3.3 times. People trained by constant reading easily absorb new knowledge through existing knowledge. The gap between the rich and the poor in reading is scarier than the gap between the rich and the poor in economics, creating polarization of life. This is because if I had started reading 10 years earlier, or 5 years earlier, I would have achieved an achievement incomparable to what I have now. If you don't usually have any knowledge, it's like you don't have any glasses on, so you don't find anything. So let's look at ways to optimize these brains. Brain Optimization Phase 122 Strategies. The author emphasizes reading and writing. He emphasizes reading and writing steadily for 2 hours a day. If you strengthen your basic skills with multiple reading and multiple writing, you can be far ahead of others no matter what you do in the future. Einstein, Mark Twain, Leonardo da Vinci. The reason they are considered geniuses is not because they write well, but because they have a better brain because of brain development from long writing. Most people try to gain economic freedom in an inefficient way, and they eventually give up. That's because I don't know which method is efficient. Just as you need to stimulate the muscles to grow muscles, the muscles of the brain can also be stimulated and can grow. Reading books and writing are the most effective ways to grow the brain. The way to change your life is simple. You just have to increase your decision-making power. I just have to choose the path to the exit. Reading and writing are what serve as this life target book and cheat key. Books activate almost all brain areas, increasing brain cells and increasing intelligence. So reading is more of a direct experience, not an indirect experience. Writing is as important as reading a book. Writing helps me combine and save what I think. Even if you teach 10 brains, only one is left, or even one of them is often incompletely stored. You have to write in order to solidify into full knowledge. Write and read for 2 hours each for 2 years. Just once or twice a week, you can make it to the top 10%. Write once a week or even once a month. Pushing yourself into a corner is another way. Let's just do it 1 day a week even if we can't do it every day. It's close to 99% of people who don't even do this. We only use a part of our brain for certain actions. When watching videos, we use different brain sections for traveling, dating, and exercising, but reading also activates all brain sections, increasing intelligence. You don't just read the letters, but you simulate the contents in your head, and the brain can't tell it from real experiences. That's why I think reading is more like a direct experience, not an indirect experience. What's really important is not the reading itself, but the self-changing. Life is so easy because no one does this easy thing. Brain optimization phase 2 outcome theory. Didn't you have a lot of omaks when you were young? You can constantly attack omaks if you put them well. Life is like a game of stone call, decision-making similarly. If you look at life as a long game over nearly 100 years, it's important to have a long-term number, even if it doesn't make money right away. The number of people who do not cling to the gains and incomes in front of them in the long run is called the concave theory. Instead of earning money from hourly reunion counseling, the authors started YouTube. It was like losing about 4.5 million won every day. But in the long run, it brings a lot of benefits. After successful YouTube broadcasting, I met representatives of listed companies and numerous self-made asset owners of more than 10 billion won. I didn't have to make a long introduction because people came to see my video. Thanks to YouTube, I was able to have a free marketing experience. And based on this, I can promote it and maximize profits. Why don't you try to solve the task in front of you? And think about what to do in the long run. If you do what you're told, you're just going to keep reacting. And you have to go back against that instinct. I think we need to design the environment while drawing the future. Brain optimization step 3 3 ways to amplify your brain. When you activate your brain, it grows amazingly at first. But there comes a point when you try to do the same, but you don't improve much. What you need now is brain stimulation. 1. Stimulating your brain that you didn't use. Nobel Prize winners have something unique that sets them apart from others. It is that he was well versed in other fields besides science. Integrative thinking results from creativity and wisdom. When using the entire brain, integrative thinking, called insight, is the ability to think. You need to stimulate different areas of your brain to come up with great ideas or find extraordinary solutions. One way is to use integrated thinking while studying a completely different field when things don't go well, or you want to come up with new ideas. 2. Walking on a road that I've never been to. Exercise not only improves happiness, but also cures most depression and can maximize brain efficiency. Animals develop their brains to find and hunt for prey. When exercising, the human brain comes to the illusion of a hunting state. Hunting is the best time to concentrate. Growing or disappearing depends on activity. The body is designed to move, and as a result, the brain does too. Learning and memory have evolved along with the motor skills. Our ancestors used to hunt for food, And the brain doesn't feel the need to learn anything if we don't move. John Lacey Eric Hagerman Brain in Sneakers. The author recommends taking a walk, saying that light aerobic and slightly complex exercises are good. If you go to a new neighborhood, the brain will mobilize spatial and physical intelligence as you explore new spaces. Let's walk around the streets that we've never been to. If you walk fast for about 20 minutes, your brain blood flow will increase, which will strengthen your brain's stimulation. And you'll get exercise effects as a bonus. 3. Adequate sleep. He stressed that you should get the most out of your brain. But he also emphasizes that it is important to give your brain enough rest to organize your thoughts. We recommend at least 8 hours of sleep. The reason you need to sleep a lot is because of long-term memory. When humans sleep, they organize what happened that day and convert it into long-term memory. Sleep is an essential act for brain optimization. Sleeping does not mean wasting time. If you have given your brain exercise while reading and writing, you should give it enough rest to fix it as real knowledge. That's sleep. What I would recommend with plenty of sleep is spacing out. Some of you may think it's a waste of time, but this helps the brain get rid of unnecessary anxiety while organizing your thoughts, making it neat. The author has time to stimulate the brain through travel and integrate or organize the knowledge he has accumulated. In this way, I think that all decision-making power can be accelerated, and economic freedom can be easily obtained through brain automation. Then 100 billion options thrown at the beginning of the video is brain automation. Which one do you want to choose? I'm 100 billion, because I think I can live rich for the rest of my life. However, the author chooses brain automation without a second's hesitation. You don't have to choose 100 billion because if you achieve brain automation, money will automatically build up and you will be happy. I hope you also optimize your brain to realize economic freedom. For those of you who watched this video, it would have been a better day than yesterday. Next, it's time to build knowledge to become a retrograde. If you know the knowledge that goes against nature, you can live a different life.